So I'm going to do this video. I've written everything down because if I say things outright, I tend to forget what I wanted to say. So I've written everything down according to how I'd like to say it. I watched a show earlier that made me really think about everything that I wanted to say, so I wrote everything down accordingly. I'll read everything out according to my thoughts at the time. So this is from the show that I watched. The only true religion is control. Now, I somehow always felt that, but never looked at control itself as a religion. I just thought that religion was put in place to control people. I get that there is possibly a deity because we obviously didn't materialize from nothing. But humans wrote the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Book of Mormon, the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures, the Hallelujah Scriptures, whatever each religion calls their religious doctrines. Humans wrote these books in order to keep people under control so that people live in fear of what would happen after they die. But who really knows what happens after we die? No one's ever come back to say what's happened. No one's ever died and come back to say for sure what has happened. So who's to really actually know for sure? People claim that there's a heaven and a hell, or like the Jehovah's Witnesses believe, we sleep until Judgment Day when we will be raised from the dead to live again for 1,000 years to see if we are worthy to live in a paradise earth forever. So as humans, we believe what is written in a book, written by other humans. So we live in fear and we try to do good so that we don't end up in a hell. How would a God who is supposed to love his children send us to an eternal hellfire for being bad? I love my children and they don't always please me, but I wouldn't want to see them burning in forever hell, no matter how bad that they've been, because I love them. And a parent's love is unconditional. So why would God's love be conditional when he is the most purest form of love there is? So maybe that is right. Maybe the only true form of religion is control. Maybe by creating all these so-called religions, it's just kind of like to keep people in fear so that nobody lives their lives to the fullest. Because if you think about it, everything that's said in the Bible is to make sure that everybody lives in fear. Nobody goes out there and does things to live a happy life in the present. We all kind of live a life now so that we're going to be happy after we die, so that we're going to be happy in heaven, in an afterlife. But no one thinks, you know what, let me live my life happy now in this world that we're given now. No one thinks of the present and trying to live the best life we have for now. We all think, oh, we need to live a life now so that when we're dead, when we die, we can live happy forever after. I can't understand why we all seem to agree that we're going to listen to what is written in a book written by humans. That's what I'm saying. There is a deity. Obviously, there is science, and scientists don't tend to listen to the fact that there's a God because they believe in science and evolution and all of that. But if you think about it, maybe there is a deity because we didn't come from nowhere. We were created from something out there. You know, the planets were created from something. Us humans were created from something. So something did create us. You know, I believe in that definitely. But when it comes to the Bible, and they're saying God wrote the Bible. Humans wrote the Bible. Clearly, a human being wrote the Bible. God did not write the Bible. And when we're living in fear from what another human being wrote in the Bible. Okay, if I'm wrong, comment on this, please, because I am got to the point where I just clearly believe especially after I saw this show that I watched today, that control is the only true religion. Because in every religion you come across, every Bible you read, it is all there to control us as humans. Every book you read, in every religion you come across, it is all there to control us. That's it. Point blank, simply done. It's there to control us. Nothing more, nothing less. It's to control us. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'd love to know. Have a good evening, guys.